Hi everyone, welcome or welcome back if this is not your first time here. My name is April. This is the Frugal Planner channel, and this is the meal planning in a composition notebook series. Blah, 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 blah. So last time we did the cover, we put some clear tape on it so that we were sure that it wasn't going to get damaged, since we're going to be most likely taking this in and out of our bag, throwing it in the car. It's going to go in the shopping cart. All of those good things. It needs to be pretty durable. So I am going to grab my ruler. And I think I'm going to grab, what pen do I want? I think I'm going to do the Pen and Gear Ultra Fine felt tip marker. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to start with that. So this is roughly 6.5 inches from red line to red line. And here's what I'm thinking. Each one of these, well, you know what? Hold on. Let's do this. Everybody flip back to the back page of your notebook and let's do this. Pen and Gear. And what did I say it was? The Ultra Fine. Perfect. And then let's take a look at the Pen and Gear gel pen. Ooh, that was loose. And this is a 0.7. Let's see. Ooh, they both shadow pretty good. Okay. That's what I wanted to see. I wanted to see the ghosting. So let me see if I have in here a regular ballpoint fancy not schmancy pen. I've got my Pensions one. Let's see this. Let's see what this one looks like. I think this one might be blue. If it is, it's a no-go. No, it is black. And it's a 0.7. That's really scratchy, but it does not leak through. However, that is really, really scratchy. Let me see. Do I have a point? I think a 10 is going to be too much. What do I have in here? Oh my goodness. I really should have been more prepared, and I do sincerely apologize for that. Let's try the pen. Or I mean the Pilot G2, and it's a 0.5. I'm thinking this is going to be our winner. Yep. All right. So that's our winner. Chicken dinner. Back to page 1. Back to where we started this adventure. Welcome. Here we are. Okay. So I am going to come across here and I'm going to eyeball what I think I want for a column space, because this right here is going to be what I have in stock, and this is going to be how many. I'm just lining up the bottom of these numbers to the line I already created. Perfect. And then I'm just going to do a series of these lines. And you're thinking, why in the world are we doing a series of these lines? Simple. This is going to help us keep track of our inventory of all of our things. And I will probably, Goobird. Sorry, that's my washer. It is draining. I was soaking bedding. So that's going to be a minute. So over here, I'm thinking I will do my, pantry supplies, things that I have in the pantry. And then the amount that I have as of today. Now, next week, when I go to meal plan, if that changes or if I need to reorder something, I'll make a note of it. Over here on this page, I'm going to be doing the exact same thing. in reverse order. So I am going to be taking my ruler, lining it up, doing my line, coming over and lining up my numbers, going in, again, doing the lines. Perfect. The most time-consuming part of this meal planner notebook is honestly going to be setting up your inventory sheets. It will take you the longest, but I promise you will appreciate it once it is done. Because if you are at the grocery store or you are, at the doctor's office and you have a few minutes to meal plan, having everything here is going to be so helpful and so nice when you're trying to figure out what you need to do for dinner. And I don't know about you, but if somebody would have told me when I was living at home, hey, you're going to have to figure out 365 meals every year for the rest of your life, I would have probably said, hey, Mom and Dad, do you mind if I hang out a little longer? Because yikes, that sounds like a whole lot of work. 365 meals every single year. And I know you're thinking, April, that's a little dramatic. Like, you can go out to dinner. True, absolutely. But that still has to be part of the food decision, right? Like, I'm excited to show you some really cool tricks I've learned over the years for having meals on rotation so that it's not cumbersome. I don't want to say that it's overwhelming, although there have been days that I have been at work and I'm like, I need to figure out what I'm making for dinner. Like, I'm stressing out. It's 3:00. What am I making for dinner tonight? And in my head, I'm like, I have no idea what I've got in the pantry. I have no idea what I've got in the freezer. I mean, I think I do. I've got like a mental note of what I think I have. But then I get home and I'm like, nope, I guess I used that. Or, Wes used it up and just forgot to tell me to put it on the list or whatever. So having a pantry list and going through it every week is incredibly helpful. Pantry, freezer, fridge. And then if you do any kind of canning, then do a canning stock as well. Anything that you're going to be pulling food from, any kind of inventory that you have. So I'm going to stop there because I think this is going to be plenty. This is going to be my master list. So it may grow and it may change and I may move pages, which is totally fine. But this is going to be the fridge. Perfect. This guy is going to be the freezer. This is going to be pantry. And I don't know about you, my pantry needs 2 pages because I have a lot in there. In fact, you know what? Let me stop. Let me grab my whiteout really quick because I just thought about something. Let's do this. I'm going to grab my whiteout and I'm just going to go up here. I'm going to take this here out. And instead of this being my pantry, I'm going to make this my canning. And I will show you why. So this is going to be my pantry master list. Remember I said I needed more than 1 page? Ta-da! Now I just have 2. And they open together so I can see everything in my pantry in one glance. Perfect. Looking good. So when you go fill in what you've got in your fridge, two things are going to happen. Check dates on things, make sure that they're not expired. And if they are, depending on the expiration date, you can still use them if it's a Best Buy. I won't get into all that. You do whatever you would normally do. But if you have things that just expired, if you can use them in meal planning this week, feel free to do that. If they're way past, just throw them away. Clean out your fridge, get everything organized, really do a good inventory of what you have and how many you have. And then once you've finished with your fridge, go on to your freezer. This is one of my favorite things to do, is reorganize my freezer. Because you know when you get home from the grocery store, you just kind of toss things in there. Go ahead and, clean out your freezer, see what you have, make your master list, scrub it down a little bit. This is a good, fall event that we're doing, getting everything all spruced up before we're all inside for the winter. Go down to your canning. If you have a canning section in your house, go ahead and inventory what you have canned. And then last but not least, go through that pantry. And another thing I will say, I am going to be doing this also so that I start off fresh with you as well. I'm going to be combining things. So if I have 2 containers, which I know I do because I saw them this morning, 2 containers of quick oatmeal, quick oats, I'm going to put them into 1 container so that I'm not storing 2 containers. I'm going to do that with my dried beans. I'll get them all put to where they need to be. And then maybe what I will do after I get all this done is I will post a picture on the community page so that you can kind of see how my fridge, my freezer, my canning, and my pantry is set up. And maybe that will help. Anyway, let me know in the comments down below if you are excited to get things started and you are looking forward to putting together this master list of all of the items you have in your house that you are using to cook and bake with. I'm excited. I'm so excited. And I'm glad you're here. I will meet you down in the comments. I love you. I hope you have an amazing day organizing. I'll see you soon. Bye.